Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Bellied Up podcast presented by Fleet Farm. Charlie Barons, my co-host here, my partner in crime, my
best buddy.
Yin to my yang.
I'm your yin.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice yin.
Thanks. Yeah. So Charlie, last episode we said that we would, after the smoke settled on my wedding, love to hear your thoughts about it.
Okay, I got some thoughts. First of all, I know how you always like to talk about you got to do one thing that like everybody's going to talk about so they don't like overanalyze the wedding.
Yep.
And you did a good job by making your wedding March 18th in Fargo, North Dakota, where it was, I believe, not even 18 degrees.
No, it
so
wasn't.
Freaking cold,
Yeah.
dude.
You're telling me I had to do photos outside.
I can't believe you did that.
I didn't have a choice.
Now,
Otherwise, there would have been no wedding.
No, that was not typical of a March in Fargo, is it? Or is that a typical
Well,
Fargo
it's kind of
March?
a 50-50,
Oh,
and we
God.
knew that. We wanted to roll the dice on that so that the honeymoon weather was good. So
Oh, okay. Was that why? Or because didn't you guys meet around that same time? Wasn't that the significance?
No, that's not why it was. It was literally just the honeymoon.
Really? You
Yeah.
planned your wedding around the honeymoon?
Yeah.
Smart.
The honeymoon was 2 weeks, and the wedding's just one day.
I like how you got a personalized Busch Light can. That was nice.
It was a bottle.
It was about shows how much I remember. Okay, let me go through the things I like the most about your wedding. Number one, the love. The love. You could just feel it in the room.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Would it have killed you to put a tie on your own wedding day?
No.
And then
It
why didn't you?
actually might have killed me, yeah, because it would have been too tight and I would have got suffocated.
Okay, I did notice that you didn't wear a tie. I thought that was a bold move.
Did you wear a tie?
Yeah, but it didn't work out. So you know what? Maybe no ties.
It
Good
sounds
luck.
like you are mad that you wore a tie and I didn't have to.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I love the donuts.
The donuts were good.
The donut tree. You had basically, what's that game where you throw ring toss? You basically have ring toss donuts
Yeah.
up there. That was awesome. I ate way too many of those. Went home with a box of them.
Well, okay, here we go. Why didn't you tell the people why dinner didn't really fill you up and you had to eat so many donuts? Tell the folks what you did.
Well, I waited a while to fill out my stuff. I had to get a personalized text from the groom to fill out my RSVP, which I like. I like that service for a wedding. And then he was like, just tell me what you're eating. No, you didn't. I then went on the website to fill it out. And for my dinner selection, I had three choices. I had the chicken option, I had the steak option, or I had the cauliflower steak option.
And which one did you choose?
I chose the cauliflower steak because all I saw was steak. And then I got it. And actually, I talked to you at one point. You're like, hey, did you mean to get the cauliflower? I was like, I don't think I did. And you're like, well, you never know. Barron's is kind of a hippie. I'm kind of a hippie. I'm not cauliflower steak kind of hippie. And
Well, it wasn't even. Anne was looking through and like doing the cards, that go on the thing, so it says what you're getting.
yeah.
And they put the little chicken logo if you got chicken and all that. I don't know what she put cauliflower on yours. I don't know what was on there, but vegan, maybe a V for vegan option.
Yeah.
But she was like, did Charlie mean to put cauliflower steak? And she goes, do you think we should switch it for him? And I go, yeah. I go, no, I don't know. Charlie's like kind of a hippie. I don't know if he's like.
Yeah, but we had this conversation. I said, I
But
did not
this
mean
was
to do that.
before that, yeah.
Okay. You said I was kind of
So
a
I told
hippie.
her to leave it, and then I talked to you after that.
And then, so you didn't go in and change it.
No.
Well, I appreciate
it was
that.
like 4 days before the wedding when we had this discussion.
This is all my fault for not planning ahead. A lot of the problems in my life stem from not planning ahead.
So tell us, how was the cauliflower steak? I heard that when it got placed in front of you, there was a look on your face.
I was like, I thought we had talked about this, Miles. I thought we discussed this. All right. The first few bites were interesting.
Spongy?
It was a little spongy. It's tough to do a good cauliflower steak. I'll tell you that. So I ate I think I ate it all. but it wasn't the easiest thing to consume. A lot of roughage in the system.
Yeah.
Cauliflower, you can do some good stuff with cauliflower. I just think packing it into a steak, I don't think that's what it was meant to do.
I don't think cauliflower is meant to be placed in a cube.
No.
I think it's more of a irregular shape type of vegetable.
Yeah. So anyway, that would have been another concern I had. No Thai cauliflower steak. And then the end of your wedding, I got a bone to pick with you on this one. So Tyler, I believe, was the driving force behind this idea. It was for everyone. First of all, Billy Joel Piano Man came on. And then I see your mom, Miles, and she says, you got to get on the dance floor. And I was like, okay. And she goes, and they're going to make you drop your pants. I was like, oh, it's that kind of a wedding.
I'm glad my mom didn't go, hey, Charlie, you got to take off your pants. I'm glad she didn't say that. I'm glad.
Might have said that, honestly.
Oh, God, here we go.
She was not mincing words at this point in the night. And so sure enough, I get out to the dance floor. There's a circle of guys, hanging their arms around each other, swaying back and forth, doing Piano Man. And only one person had their pants down at this point. That was Tyler, I believe. And then sure as shoot, as the song went on to its second verse, more pants were starting to drop. And then I was like, all right, I guess I'm doing this. I didn't want to, mind you, but thankfully I wore some pretty good boxers, I think, for the occasion. And so I dropped trowel like everyone else. And then there's a bridesmaid in the middle, I think, who had her phone out, and she was just doing a close-up of everybody's junk. Somewhere that video exists. And the thing about Piano Man...
She had a zoom lens, though, right? It was like,
She must have. The thing about Piano Man is it's not the song you want to start singing with your pants down, because it lasts a long time. I was ready to put my pants on for at least 5 minutes, and the song still had 25 minutes left.
Like halfway through, you're kind of like, is there a draft in here? It's like a little chilly.
Yeah. It is, And
I don't know where the tradition started, but apparently that's like a North Dakotan thing. I don't know. It might be outside of there, but you had never heard of it.
Neither did anybody else ever hear of it. Jared was there. Jared was one of the guys who was like, no, I'm not taking my pants down. Forget this. And what happened, Jared?
He was wearing his thong. That's why.
Yeah, I eventually did.
Yeah.
I caved in.
You succumbed to the peer pressure. There was who was the one guy in that circle who kept their pants on?
I don't remember. I was pretty,
I don't know. I was gone at this point.
Yeah, you bailed
because I also kind of knew it was happening, and I didn't want to be caught with my pants down.
What underwear? That's very good. I see what you did there. What underwear were you wearing on your wedding night?
Leopard print banana hammock.
Were you?
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Not like the banana you'd get off a tree, like banana, like in the runt packet. That type of banana hammock.
Yeah, I like it. Man, you're not very kind to your pecker. You know that?
Well,
every
more than one ways.
Oh, that's good.
Oh God.
And this is my other favorite part is, you and I were neighbors on your wedding night in a hotel.
Oh yeah,
hotel neighbors,
like dead neighbors next door.
Yeah, we were. I think so.
On the last episode, we had some paper thin wall talk.
And we did.
Hopefully, it wasn't too thin.
I had a glass up to the wall just to make sure, in case you need any coaching. I was gonna, give it to you from the sidelines.
Yeah, it was my first time, so I had to wait till marriage.
Had to wait till marriage. Good Catholic boy you are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a super fun time. So thanks for the invite.
Thanks for coming.
Yep.
And I'm glad you're a good sport about the cauliflower steak, even though you made that your own destiny.
I was a good sport about the cauliflower steak and also dropping trowel flour on the dance floor. So, hey.
All right, well,
should we get into it?
Yeah. Should we take off our pants and get into it?
Yeah. I haven't been wearing mine. You've been wearing pants? Oh, you have. Sing us a song. I'll never hear that song again. Davey, who's still in the Navy, probably will be for life.
Yeah.
I wonder if Davey was wearing pants.
Well, should we do some callers?
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were already taking them. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who's on the line?
Oh, my Yes, this is Maren from Syracuse, New York.
Maren from Syracuse. How is the weather in Syracuse today?
Freezing, overcast. Well, not really freezing, more like low 50s.
That's a far cry from freezing, Maren.
True. I was supposed to have my first day of golf yesterday, though, and we had a little bit of hail, so
Oh, hell.
it bummed me out.
Well, how you doing? What brings you to the bar? Belly on up with us. Tell us what's on the old dome.
So I had a pressing etiquette question, and I thought, who better to ask than a couple of guys sitting at a bar on a Tuesday?
Yeah. Well played, Maren.
Yeah.
You came to the right place. Yeah. What is the etiquette question?
So I live on a quiet cul-de-sac, and all of our neighbors, we all get along really well, and we all like each other. And one of the houses just went up for sale. It's been empty for a couple of years. And I just wanted to know what would be a good Midwest way to welcome the new neighbors to the cul-de-sac.
Oh,
Okay.
that is a great
Where
question.
do we even start with this, Charlie?
We obviously start with a casserole.
I was going to
Miles.
say potluck.
Yeah.
Neighborhood potluck might be the way to go.
That is true.
Oh,
I think you definitely got to start off with an invitation to the cul-de-sac. Find one person's house. Everyone brings something except the newbies. They don't have to bring nothing, but if they don't bring nothing, you judge them.
Yes, absolutely. Say, hey, no, you don't need to bring anything. And if they don't bring anything, then you know something's up.
Yeah, you know that they've got a lot to learn about being on your cul-de-sac. Now, you're in Syracuse, though. Syracuse, I think upstate New York is honorary Midwest for sure. So, but I'm asking you, I guess, does it feel very Midwesty where you are, or are you the only representative of the Midwest on the cul-de-sac?
no, I'd say that's why I enjoy listening to you guys, because I think that we're a close cousin of the Midwest in terms of being Midwest nice and enjoying going hunting and all that.
Yeah.
All
Sure.
right. Well, let's start here. If you were to do a potluck, what dish are you bringing?
Oh, I like doing more like crock pot dishes.
Yes, you do.
So I'd probably do something that would feed a lot of people, like pulled pork.
Okay.
Oh.
What's your secret pulled pork recipe? Give me one thing that you do different that not everyone else does.
Then it wouldn't be a secret, Miles, but I kind of want to hear too. What's your secret?
Well, so you're talking to someone who grew up on cereal. So I'm new to cooking, so I definitely use Pinterest recipes. So I use a simple 3-ingredient recipe, which is one thing of pulled pork and then one full bottle of barbecue sauce and a beer.
That's awesome. That is perfect.
That just
recipe.
sounds like how Charlie and I would do it.
Just flump, clunk, 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 clunk. All right, we'll let it sit for 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah, then all right, the rest goes in.
Simple. Simple is the best way to go.
Yeah, I like that. Minimalist. Are you going to bring them over a casserole?
Maybe now that you mention it, I might. I don't really know many casserole dishes, but you guys call
Give
it
'em-
hot dish, don't you?
Yeah, they're hot dishes, Charlie. Sorry. Charlie, give her the recipe for every single hot dish.
Oh, sure. All right. So you got get yourself a base meat from the meat raffle. Got it? Ground up that venison or whatever you got, put it down there. You got your meat taken care of. Get yourself a can of creamy mushroom soup, crack that sucker open, dump her in. Get yourself a can of green beans, put them in a potato gun and shoot them. Green beans are nasty. Don't you dare put those in your hot dish. And then finally, you've got to have your carbohydrates on top. I personally like cornflakes. Now I understand. Oh, I thought you were going to go hard on the tater tots, Miles, in your rebuttal.
No, I would say that I would put tater tots instead of cornflakes, but cornflakes also sound pretty good.
Yeah, cornflakes is a good move. And if you want to get frisky with it, Frosted Flakes.
Oh, you are a dangerous man.
Now,
Sweet.
You're crazy.
it works.
You are crazy.
I'm living on the edge. I'm living on the edge. It tends to taste best if edibles are legal in upstate New York, but that's up to the buyer, up to the maker. So that's how I would do a hot dish. Now a casserole is a more sophisticated dish, and but you'd have to go to Wisconsin and talk to my mom to figure out how to really do that, because all I can do is the hot dish.
So you said you were raised on cereal. You gotta like the cornflakes, frosted flakes scenario.
Yeah, I did that just for you.
Well, I appreciate that. That sounds interesting.
We all know what interesting means. Hey,
Don't knock it till you try it.
what was your favorite cereal growing up?
No, I'll try it. I was a big fan of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That was my favorite.
Cinnamon. Now, were you someone who liked to? Do you go a lot of milk or a little milk? Do you like soggy or dry Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I mean, not soggy, but more milk so that you have more to drink at the end.
Oh, you like?
But I would eat the cereal quickly so that it wouldn't get too mushy.
Okay.
So you want to know my trick to keep cereal from getting soggy?
What's that?
So you're gonna have to sacrifice a few. Okay. So you pour it in. You make sure when you pour the milk in, you don't do the move where you do a circular motion.
Not like the commercials?
No, not like the commercials. You do it in just one location to get the milk in there. Then there's going to be a bottom row of cereal in there that's going to get a little soggy.
Okay.
But then there's going to be a top 2-3 layers, depending on how much you put in there, that's going to not be touching the milk at all. That's what you want.
And then you can dunk it in the milk.
Well,
scoop
so
and eat.
you just go to one spot over and over again, and you keep just pulling a little bit more into the milk as you eat it. It keeps it crispy.
Wow. I might have to try that the next time. Yeah, that's not how I have done it. Now, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Are you a fan of Lucky Charms?
No.
Okay, you're not. Miles,
Heart stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, pots of golden rainbows and the red balloons.
very good, Miles. Very, very good. I'm going to tell your mom you did that all right.
It's kind of weird how much I know about cereal now that we're talking about it.
Okay, Miles, with Lucky Charms, were you the guy to take all the marshmallows and put them on your spoon and do a marshmallow mouthful and rob the marshmallows from your other siblings?
Well, I would just eat the whatever the grain is in there first. Then you just got only a bowl of marshmallows left.
Okay.
Those.
Oh, so you did it. You wouldn't pull mushrooms from the box, though.
No.
That's a terrible move.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to hear what you have to think. Are you excited to have a new neighbor in the neighborhood, or are you nervous that they might not fit in and they could ruin the gang's camaraderie?
So I'm mostly excited. I like meeting new people. I am a little nervous because, you don't know what kind of people they are, but I'm mostly excited. But I will say I'm excited because I don't live right next door. So if they're not great, they're far enough away where it's not going to bother me.
Yeah, you got a buffer. That's good. Has the house been purchased yet, or is it still up for sale?
Oh, they're probably signing it as we speak, the way houses are flying off the market around here. But as far as I know, it's not pending yet. It doesn't say anything yet on the outside.
Well, what I would start doing, I would do the Step Brothers then. If you check them out and you don't like their vibe, you got to start doing things that are going to make them not want to move in. Fake dead bodies in the house. And not so pleasant neighbors next door. Maybe encourage one of the dads in the neighborhood to go and grab the newspaper and only his robe and nothing else. You got to do stuff to discourage people if you don't like their vibe to not close on that house.
Go mow the lawn, but just mow a pentagram into the lawn.
Oh God.
That might put you in jail.
Yeah, I'm not recommending that.
No, but that's actually a good point. Not the pentagram, but maybe go over there, cut their lawn. No one's been over there. Wouldn't it be nice if they showed up to their new house with a freshly cut lawn? Actually, what month is it? Yeah, you probably don't actually need to cut the lawn yet. I don't even cut the lawn until like mid-June. I like to really let it grow. I like the wild grass.
I bet your neighbors love that too.
I'm doing it for insert environmental reason. I'm just lazy. But yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you're getting some new neighbors. And I hope they turn out to be really good. And yeah, start with that potluck, cut their grass, bring over a casserole.
Block party, maybe even.
Yeah, you guys
bouncy castle. I don't know.
Yeah, you got a cul-de-sac, so that's a real nice area to have block parties. There's not a lot of cars driving through. Yeah, good for you guys.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you.
Do you have
Thank you so much, guys.
Do you have kids or anything? Are you married?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just an average suburban housewife. We have 2 kids.
Okay. You need to have a stern talking with your kids and say, hey, we be nice to the new neighbors, but not too nice.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they need to let them know who's been around the cul-de-sac a little bit, you know?
That sounds good. I have one quick question, too. Charlie, you're always saying watch out for deer. Did your parents growing up ever say, be careful, that's a bad road? No matter what way you're going.
Oh, yeah.
Home,
yeah.
They're always going to say, careful, it's a bad road.
You know, my parents never really said that necessarily, but I have heard that, like, careful over there, you know, like wherever over there is, like you know. Now,
yeah.
Basically, anywhere that isn't your parents' lot and their house is over there, and you be careful. Bad stuff could happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you say that? Do you say that to your kids?
No, they're 3 and 5, but my parents and my husband's parents, and we've played the game. There's 2 main roads to take on the way home, and we'll name, one time and the other time, no matter what. Oh, careful, that's a bad road. There's a lot of deer out there.
It actually, my grandpa, now that you say that, he used to say that a lot about the road going from Fond du Lac to Sheboygan, it would be like, careful on, he would say that's a bad stretch is what he would say.
Yeah.
Especially in the winter with the snow, and the deer are always lining up on that sucker.
My mom actually was telling us so often to be careful every single time we'd leave her house. We'd come over for dinner, then go on with our lives, and she'd be like, be careful, wear your seatbelts, look both ways, all that stuff. And we're like, you know what, Mom? This is where we're drawing the line. I'm 30 years old. I will continue to be careful until you actually tell me not to be careful. So we're going to assume...
Oh, boy, don't do that to her.
We're going to assume to be careful, Mom, until you tell us not to be. Then we won't, okay? How's that sound?
Did it work for her or no?
No, it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's every time.
That's just positive thinking that would actually work for Mary Jane. Tell her I says hi, by the way.
I will.
Bud too. So anyways, this way, thank you for calling in, and let us know how the neighbors go. Give us an update at some point.
All right. I'll send a DM on Instagram.
All right.
Tell your neighbors we says hi.
Yes, please do.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Real good.
Talk soon now. Be careful on that one road, okay? All right.
What a nice lady. I actually think I would like to move to her neighborhood. She seems like a pleasant gal, could throw a good potluck.
Yeah.
And it seems like someday when I have kids, that she would, if they're hanging out with her kids, she'd be watching over them. I wouldn't have to worry. She has that kind of vibe.
Yeah, you kind of want to seek out those folks, that can watch your kids when you just sort of pawn them off on them, I like how that's how you're already thinking.
Hey, Janet, kids are going to just stumble on over. Do you care if you jump on the trampoline a little bit while we run some errands?
That's exactly it. Don't put a trampoline in your backyard because then you are the magnet for the insurance liability for the entire neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, that was good.
Yeah, it was good. She's
I like your
awesome.
casserole / hot dish recipe.
Thanks, man.
Straight and to the point.
Hell yeah. 2 cans of something, a meat base,
Is that your
and
next
then
book?
your
Is it a
carbohydrate.
cookbook?
There's some recipes in the Midwest Survival Guide, which you can find anywhere you get your books.
No, I remember that.
Yeah, sure. You've read it. I forget.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you back. Put a passage about you in the book. You still haven't read it. Maybe one day. Maybe one
The
day.
handwritten one?
No.
Oh.
And then there's an actual passage in it about you, Miles.
Now I got to read it.
Yeah. I'm not telling you where it is. Don't worry. There's only 385
Is there an
pages
ebook?
to go.
Is there an ebook that I can plug it into a PDF
search?
thing and just search my name?
Yes, there is, but you're going to have to buy it.
Oh, God. Hello. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who are we talking to?
Oh, hi, this is Arthur.
Arthur, how you doing?
Good, how about you guys?
Good. Where are you walking to right now?
Someplace quiet.
Okay.
I like that. I like
Are you at work? Are you at home?
No, I'm at work, yeah.
Where do you work?
Work on building up a hotel right now. I'm a plumber.
Attaway. What city, what state?
Yeah. I'd be Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, Grand Forks pipe layer, you know?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Well,
Yeah.
Arthur, why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us what's on your mind.
Oh, I was just thinking I'm going to be building a fence around my house soon. I was wondering, what do you guys think? Should I get some pre-made panels from Menards or should I just, make them myself?
First question, before we even get to that, why are you building a fence around your yard? What you trying to keep in? Who you trying to keep out?
Well, this town that I live in, there's a no-leash policy. They don't care if they have their dogs walking around, and tired of these dogs pissing and shitting on my lawn.
Okay, so usually people put up a fence to keep their dog in. You want to keep the other dogs out.
Have you ever said the words "get off my lawn,"
Absolutely.
Arthur?
I just kind of, no, not really. I just yell and get
Do you?
them out of there.
Yeah. Go on, kid.
Yeah.
Do you ever?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever sit in the backyard and see these dogs running around and just think once in a while, who let the dogs out?
Who?
Who did this? Who?
It's crazy.
I can't say I have. No.
Okay.
Miles is practicing his dad jokes. Now that he's married, he's dusting off the old dad jokes. All right, so the
Pretty
question
good. I think I've heard my dad say that once or twice.
All right.
So he's trying to keep the dogs out.
He's trying to keep the dogs out. He wants to build a fence.
Are there any plans after you build the fence? Are you planning to improve the backyard with anything else? Maybe a fire pit area, maybe a shed or anything like that? What's the situation look like back there?
Oh, yeah, definitely got some room for a shed. I don't know about that quite yet. I just got this house, so thinking just a fire pit and a little garden.
Okay.
Little garden guy. I like it. Well,
Jardine.
I was going to say go straight with the metal fencing, because
Like chain link?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd kind of more so a little privacy too.
Okay.
Watch.
You're going to be walking around with the dong out there in the yard.
Well,
is what
first
it
of all,
sounds
do you
like.
know how? Yeah.
Dong out, you got to
Hey,
go full wood.
He's the
Paneling.
neighbor we talked about on the other caller who's walking around in just the robe. He's wearing
There you
just
go.
the robe back there.
That's Arthur. All right.
Okay, so first of all, you got to find out if you really want privacy. It sounds like you do. You got to find out how tall of a fence you can even build in your neighborhood, whether there's any covenants or HOA or city rules. So,
No, I like that response. Nah, he'll worry about it after it's up.
Yeah.
so how
Good,
tall
good.
of a fence you thinking?
Thinking
then?
about
6 to 8 or?
thinking about about 6.5, maybe 7.
6.5, 7 foot. That's that. And how tall are you?
a nice whopping 5'7".
5'7". So you want a full foot of coverage. Do you have hills back there?
No,
Okay.
it's North Dakota. It's
You
flat.
could
Oh,
say
that's
some.
stupid question.
Yeah.
It's North Dakota.
Come on.
It's basically the
Grand Forks.
moon.
Yeah.
But less round.
Okay. Well, first of all, you don't need to be going up to 6.5, 7 feet if you're only 5'7".
Yeah, he's going dong out. Yes, he does. Give him the length, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You never know with angles if someone's like if there is a slight slope, you know, and
Yeah,
you never
that's
know.
True. That's true. My fault.
Yeah, and give them that privacy. So I'm thinking you go wood for sure. But also you gotta. You don't laugh at me like that. Like you could do that faux wood stuff, you know, right?
I don't know why he's laughing.
I like Jared's got the best laugh, except he laughs at your jokes.
He laughed at
laughs
you.
at me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all right, thanks, Jared. Your question is, do you go prefab at Menards or do you get some more custom?
Yeah, thinking build it myself, or just go to Menards because they got this pretty cheap, nice looking one for it's about 8 feet long, 6 feet high.
Have you checked out
Not
the
too
Fleet Farm?
spendy, but I'd be having to drive an hour out of my way, and with this
Might be
work
worth
schedule,
it.
Don't really have quite that time.
Okay. All right. We'll stick with your schedule.
Maybe.
We'll stick with your schedule. They got, honestly, I'm going to sit here like I tell you do something different. I go with the easiest option just to get it done. But
Have you looked into a vinyl fence? Are you interested in that at all, or you like the wood look?
The old lady just brought that up, and I don't know. I'm kind of torn between a little privacy one and a vinyl one. They both look pretty nice. Both do the same job.
are you a wood guy? Like, do you like staining stuff, and do you like weatherproofing on an annual basis? Because a wood fence, you're going to want to do a little bit of care for it.
Yeah, can't say I've done it before, but I know how it all goes.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of doing the maintenance on it, or you're okay with that?
No, I'm fine with that.
I think he needs to go wood fence for sure.
Go wood fence. How do you like digging posts? How do you like that whole process? Do you know about that?
Yeah, I was thinking. I was thinking if I do follow up with this, I was just gonna have my old man bring his skid steer with that auger attachment.
Oh, that's slick.
Dang. You don't even have to go rent one of those. That's good. You've got it made, my man. Now, when you have you already called your dad to ask for his help on this? Is this going to cost you something in the long run with your pops?
No, me and him, we're pretty tight. I think, I help him. I scratch his back, he scratches mine.
That's nice, you guys scratching each other's back like that. Well, you're going to have to do a big scratch for him after he helps you with this fence. That's for sure.
His dad's just going to be sitting in the skid steer. He's not going to be doing shit.
That's all.
His dad's going to be. Does a skid steer have AC? I mean, come on.
That's the only job he does.
Yeah. Is that what does it? Are you going to be running the skid steer? What?
Nah, I prefer him to do it.
There you go.
Got a little more experience than me.
Nice.
To do.
Yeah. You got to be careful, though, because he's going to start getting comfortable in there, and he's going to really just be barking orders at you, and you're going to be sweating your ass off.
Yeah, where's my beer?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I was just wondering what bar in town you guys at today.
We're in Golden Valley at Schuler's Bar.
Great wings here.
Great wings.
Oh,
If you're ever in Golden Valley, Minnesota, you got to come by Schuler's.
All right. Listen,
might have to.
Now that you got the fence up and we got that passed, we got to just quickly map out the essentials for a Midwest yard. Okay. And I'm going to say the first thing you got to do is map out your regulation size, bags, board, area. Have you done that? Have you mapped it out?
I'm being honest, I'm not a real cornhole guy. I kind of like the good old can jam, a little bit of darts.
Okay, I didn't ask what kind of a guy you were. I just told you how we're going to map out your backyard. Okay.
All right.
And then what are we growing in this garden?
Spot for it.
What are we growing in the garden?
Oh, first year, something simple, just cucumbers, carrots, maybe some green beans.
Good.
Cucumbers,
Nothing too
eggplants.
All right, get the cucumbers in for pickling and all that. What you're going to want to do is grow a few corn stalks So you can have your beans grow up the corn stalks and also get a few sunflowers in there to pull the shit out of the soil. Okay, that's a pro tip right there.
That is.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. And then they'll also hide the weed plant, which you can grow in there too. Just throwing out suggestions.
Alrighty.
Okay, last question for you though. What are you thinking? You talked about the fire pit. Are you thinking maybe some pavers? Are you thinking just raw dog it on the grass? What are you
I
thinking?
love just raw dogging on the grass. The pit is just the hot grass that's been burnt off, singed. It's all muddy and stuff after it rains.
What's up?
Just tilling up the ground a little bit, lay some P-rock and some cement blocks around it. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Okay, that's fancy though.
No, all right.
Because most people would just take the inside of a tire and throw it down and just throw something in there, or put a something like that. Just put rubber tire or something like that. I don't know.
Love the smell of burning rubber when you're having s'mores. Yeah, this
That's
is good.
flavor, Charlie.
It's just extra flavor, 100%. Are you going to pee in your yard once the fence is up?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's really why you get a fence.
You do need to establish a piss corner. That is almost number one.
Yeah.
Why is the grass dead over
Mandatory.
there? Don't worry
It's
about
not
it.
getting any sun, you know, if the fence is up.
Really, it's facing due south. You'd think you'd get a lot of sun there. No, not quite. Well, good for you. We're both happy that you can go piss in your yard now, and the dogs don't have to.
Yeah, I think he's putting up a wood privacy fences. I think what we decided, right?
Yeah.
What stain color are you thinking? Warmer, colder, gray, tan? What are you thinking?
Thinking about tan.
It sounds like a tan yard. If I am envisioning this right, you're gonna want to put the tan up.
Well, Arthur, we're glad that you could call and we could give you our advice on the fence in your yard. Okay, so be nice to those dogs now. They can't shit in the house, so sometimes they got to do it somewhere. All right.
All righty.
All right.
You guys stay safe.
You
Yeah,
too
you too.
now. We'll see ya.
Yeah.
You ever built a fence, Charlie?
Yeah.
I helped my dad. I never built a fence, but I helped him replace a couple fence posts growing up when our fence blew down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in Fargo and it's wind howls.
It just blows down.
And he made me dig them by hand. He has a skid steer with an auger thing on
See,
it.
that's kind of like my dad. We have a dishwasher, and he said, you're going to do them by hand. Anyway, that dad's just like doing that stuff. Like when it would snow out, he said you had to put a full fit or a full hand in the driveway before we could use the snowblower. Otherwise, it was shovel. So we would get the youngest kid and get them out there to put their hand in it. They're crying and stuff, Dad's just like doing that, man. I don't know what that's about, but
Would you be here today with Charlie, though, if you had used the dishwasher?
no.
I thought he was going to say yeah.
I'm good at doing dishes, though. Dishes is a perfect way to get out of like whatever party you're at. If you need a break, just go do the dishes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll keep that in mind.
if you're at the in-laws.
It's actually one of my least favorite. I'd much rather do laundry than I would the dishes.
I love doing dishes, man. I'm a dish guy. Very good at that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, whoever you end up with is a lucky gal. Get a dish guy out of you.
I'm washing the hell out of them dishes.
I love
it's good.
that.
I can just zone out, get my hands nice and
You've
warm.
never been hotter to the women listening right now than right now.
I'll do all your dishes, ladies.
I mean, it
do
is
all your
wow.
dishes.
It's starting to heat up in here.
Mm-hmm. I'll build your fence too. I'm not good at building a fence.
It's not
mind you.
going to be straight.
No.
No.
No. I remember the first fence I built was for this woman. I built it in her backyard, and I did. All she had were these green posts she stole. You know how they have the temporary no parking signs? She must have had 30 to 60 of them in the back of a car, and I was building a fence around this garden of hers with little wire to keep the rabbits out. That was the first fence I ever made there, and I didn't do a good job at that. None of the posts were up straight or anything.
Well, what you got to do in that situation is just go, Oh, it's an abstract fence.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of supposed to be wonky.
Yeah, I just say I'm 12. What'd you expect? All right. Next caller.
Charlie,
Miles.
are you proud to be from Wisconsin?
So proud. I love Wisconsin.
Does it make you proud that there are Wisconsin cows?
I love them
putting out dairy?
Wisconsin cows. I've talked to many a cow.
Have you?
Yeah.
How does that conversation usually go?
I'm usually like, hey, Bessie, what's up, girl? And she goes, meow.
That's how I thought it would go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe make that conversation just a little bit better for you and Bessie.
What's that, Miles?
Well, it also might be kind of cruel. If you were just drinking Tippy Cow in front of
No,
Bessie.
because Bessie's like, hey,
She's proud of it.
that's the sweet need of my teeth. You know, that's what Bessie says.
Yes.
The sweet need of my teeth. And I appreciate you, Bessie. I'm tipping this Tippy Cow back to you. Wisconsin cows, Tippy cows. Cheers. Miles, cheers to you. Cheers to Bessie. Hello. Welcome to the Bellied Up podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Behrens, and I'm joined by Miles, the You Betcha guy. What is on your mind today?
Hey,
Sorry, I was trying my NPR voice. It didn't work very good.
This is
She's like
creepy.
Yeah. Did you?
I see.
Did you like it? Did you think that was a good voice when you first heard it, or were you confused? Did you think you were going into the doctor's office?
I was a little confused.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, what's your name?
My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie, let's get off on a better foot here. Sorry about the awkwardness. What's on your mind here, Stephanie? Belly on up to the bar with us, huh?
I know. I wish I was at an actual bar.
We wish you were here too.
I know. I've never been to the Midwest, so.
Stephanie,
where are you from?
Yeah, where are you from?
I live in Bend, Oregon.
Okay.
Bend, Oregon.
So,
That's
which is
interesting.
central. Yeah.
Okay, central. Bend. Yeah.
I've never been. I've never
Central
been.
Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
I've never been.
You've never
been
been
there, done that.
Well,
Yeah.
Bend.
How many T-shirts are there at all the gift shops around that says "Bend there, done that"? Gotta be a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Bend,
I wish I
Oregon.
would have thought of that.
It's like you'd be making lots of money. Too bad.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, so it's Central Oregon. It's the high desert. It's kind of turned into like a ski town resort. I grew up here. Resort destination, but it's also known for like all the outdoor activities, lots of mountain biking, hiking, kayaking, all that stuff. So
Sweet.
pretty fun.
Well, what's on your mind today?
Yeah.
Why'd you call in?
I'm actually out on my job right now. I walk dogs for a living. So I do pack walks. So I take them out on, I got 5 dogs with me right now. I'm out on the trail. And I get really bored sometimes. I listen to your podcast a lot, and I listen to a lot of other podcasts, but I'm wondering if you guys have any advice on how to make things a little more interesting.
Well, first of all,
I spend hours outside every day.
keep listening to the podcast, number one.
Yeah, please. You can repeat.
But then I
listen.
run out of episodes, so.
That's true. I get it. Now, I find it interesting that you got 5 dogs with you and you're still bored. You know, there's not one bad dog keeping things interesting.
Sometimes there is, but most of my dogs are pretty well behaved. They just run around and chase each other and keep each other entertained. And so I just watch them.
Do any?
I do the same thing every day.
Do ya? Yeah, wow. Okay. So yeah, you're in a pretty steady routine, a lot of walking. Well, good for you getting outside a lot.
How do you get into this profession? What were the things that led up to you being a dog walker? Because I'm kind of fascinated by the profession before we even get into the actual advice, Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did a lot of dog sitting and little leash walks. I used to live in Portland, Oregon. On Rover while I was as a side hustle when I was working my job in HR. And I was always I wish I could do the dog walking thing full time, but I wasn't sure how to make money doing it. And it rains a lot in Portland. And I was I don't want to be outside all the time. And then when I moved back to Bend, I was exiting my company and my boss was you can make this happen here, the dog walking thing. And there were other people doing that here, doing the pack walk stuff. So I just decided left my job and I just decided to give it a go and see how it went. So I started my business and it was a slow build at first for sure. But now I'm I take 2 groups of 4 to 6 dogs out a day. And I drive around and pick them up and then drop them off after the walks.
Are you looking to bring on more dogs? Or are you kind of at capacity? What are you thinking?
I could bring on more dogs.
Okay, well,
There's
what's
a couple more, though. I'm
do you
almost at
mind
capacity
plugging your
for what I can
business
do.
name just in case there's someone in Bend that's looking to have their dog walk? What's the business name?
Absolutely. Alpine Tails Dog Walking Tow.
Alpine Trails.
Tails.
Alpine
Tails,
That's
man.
a great name.
It's so good.
Great name.
How'd you come up with
Thank
that
you.
name?
A lot of talk. A lot of brainstorming. I spent hours, probably days and days trying to figure out a name because I didn't want something super cheesy or that was taken already. And then I was just like looking at Alpine, like outback or backcountry stuff. And I was like, oh, Alpine Trails. I was like, Alpine Tails.
Bang.
Wait.
Bada boom, bada
Genius.
bang.
And then I looked it up. And there it is in my mind. So now
I
that's
love
pretty
that.
much it. That's-
Yeah.
Okay, so are you in a relationship? You married? Do you have any kids? What's the life situation like?
I am currently single. Looking to date.
This is
but-
great. Okay, I have the first idea on what you can do when you're out walking the dogs, okay? So if you're looking to date, you see maybe a cute guy cross the trail, or if you're at the park or wherever you're going, what you do is you find one of the trusty dogs, and you whisper in the dog's ear. You go, you run to that guy over there, and you just accidentally let him slip out of your hand and have the dog go running towards him. And it's kind of a little meet cute opportunity between the dog and you and him. And you come running over there and act like, oh my God, thank you so much for keeping the dog from running away. And boom, chemistry. Love at first sight.
Miles, in other words,
That's
wants
true.
you to put your entire business on the line.
On the leash.
Or off the leash.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that? You can be honest with us. You ever used a dog?
I haven't. So my dogs are already off leash. I have used like my friend's puppy a long time when it was a puppy when they first got her, and I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and Cooper. I would take him like to go like get a beer and like sit outside places.
Does it work? Do guys come up to you when you got a puppy?
It has worked, for sure. But nothing like resulted in like a date or anything. I live in a town where there's not a lot of single younger guys, I would say. Like I'm 30, almost 31. And so that a lot of people move here to get married and start a family. Or they're ski bums. So,
Yeah. Have you ever dated a ski bum?
I have when I was in high school.
But then I grew up, Charlie. Well, so is trying to find a fella even on your radar? Do you even care about that, or is that not how you want to spend your time while you're bored outside with the pups?
I definitely would like to find somebody. I would love to date. I feel like I go on like the dating apps and I'm like, oh, I've seen all of you here before, and I know a lot of you from high school.
Yeah, well. What kind of a guy are you looking for? Shout it out there.
All right. I definitely want someone who is active and likes to go outside, and who is willing to learn how to country line dance with me and swing dance.
Okay.
And then someone who likes to cook, because I am not the best cook and I don't love doing it. And in general, just like a really nice person that like is happy to go on a lot of adventures around Bend and travel. I love to travel internationally as well. So
Wow. Are you on Instagram?
someone who has similar. I am on Instagram.
You want to shout out your Instagram for the single fellas?
Oh,
They
yeah.
can slide into the DMs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, go ahead, Charlie.
Oh yeah. It's Steph, STEF
S
dot Stew, STEW.
STEF dot what?
Stew, STEW. Steph dot Stew.
STEW. Steph.stew. Found ya. Oh, you follow me. Okay, look at that. Alpine Tails.
Charlie, have you ever been to Bend, Oregon before?
I've never been to Bend, but you
Do
know,
you think you'd be interested in
Steph,
taking a trip to Bend, Oregon?
I'm doing this for our listeners. I'm doing this for Steph. I'm not using the bellied up as a dating thing. I'm trying to get Steph a fella. So Bend, Oregon. I'm showing the
Hey,
camera.
I wouldn't hate that.
What's that? Do you want me to?
I wouldn't hate that.
Okay.
Oh.
You can come on out.
Oh wow!
Oh,
all right. Well, I'm gonna
Welcome to Bellied Up Misconnections.
missed connections.
Welcome
All
to the
right.
Bellied Up Dating Show. Come on down.
Come on down.
Okay.
You're the next contestant.
So I want to warn you about Charlie.
No,
though.
guys, we're not. Steph, that's not why I was.
I've seen him dance before. I think you're gonna have. He's got 2 left feet. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do the line dancing.
Not true.
thing.
I'm a great dancer. Steph, I'm gonna fill
I
out.
didn't say I have to be good at it.
Steph, I'm filling out your dating profile for the fellas who are listening. I'm not being creepy and doing this for myself. Okay. I can tell by your dating profile, you like spending time out on the boat with your friends. You're outdoor and active. As you said, you like taking pictures of rivers. Is this brown dog your dog? You have a dog yourself?
It's her one true love.
I actually
Sorry.
don't have a dog.
Well,
It says my one true love.
well, that's from February 2022. Oh, did that dog pass?
Which dog are you looking at?
It's a dark brown.
Like
It's like a golden retriever.
Yeah, but it's a dark brown retriever.
is that Coop? That's
That's
what the first comment
That's Cooper.
says.
That's
Yeah.
my friend's dog.
Oh, that's your. Is that the puppy that you used to pick up men?
Yeah, he's almost 2.
Charlie,
He's
is
almost
it?
2.
Charlie, is it working?
Well, when he's a puppy, yeah. I mean, he's a cute dog. Coop's cool, but they're cuter as puppies. Big old paws, big old ears. Well, we just showed a few of your photos to the camera, so if you see any DM slides come on through, you know who you can thank. The fine folks here at the Bellied Up Podcast. We are here for all your matchmaking needs. And do we even answer the question?
Well, I appreciate
Also,
that.
she's gotten more plugs than anyone's ever gotten on this podcast. She got the business plug, and
That's
now you put out the Instagram. So
Dang. Yeah.
we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I think big things are coming your way. So let me.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. No,
We didn't really answer the question.
No, but you know what? Like the best thing I could think to do if you're bored is to go hiking and go hang out outside. And she's doing that all day long.
Yeah.
That's great.
You know what? Here we go. I got it. Convince a local fitness joint with an indoor track, like a sports center, to let you walk inside because outside's boring to you now. So maybe you can go do it inside.
Or go walk the mall.
Yeah.
They have the mall
Inside.
walkers.
Do the mall walker and just tell the old security guard there that they're service dogs, and then they'll let you go wherever you want.
Yeah, they don't even check that.
What do you think?
Don't even care.
All right, here's my real advice. Here's my real
Sounds
advice.
be a little boring.
Okay. All right, here's my real advice. Get yourself a nice pair of binoculars. Yes, it's coming out again, Miles. Get yourself a nice pair of binoculars.
I've recently been a changed man on this a little bit, so continue on.
Now, Miles, I've been talking
I
about.
actually have a pair of binoculars.
Well, bring those suckers out and start looking at birds. Birds are amazing. They really are. And Miles
That's
felt.
actually a really good idea.
Yeah. And then get yourself a birdie book. And there's also this great app called Merlin. Merlin. It's run by the people at some university or whatever, but you can actually hit listen to the sound. So it listens to the sounds around you. And when it hears a bird, it identifies that bird. And then you can start looking out for it. Oh, is that Pooch getting off the leash?
Cooper, get back here, boy.
Well, they're
here,
already
Cooper.
off leash. One of them is he's being a little bit of a butthole right now.
Oh.
Ryder, come here.
Come on, Ryder, you little butthole.
Come here, Ryder.
But I like the bird idea.
Yeah.
Ryder, load up. Ryder, come on.
Come on, Ryder. I speak dog. Yeah, get that Merlin app because even if you see a bird, you can type your location and what the bird looks like and tell you what the bird is. It identifies the noises that they make. You bring out those knocks. Oh my gosh, you got yourself a whole party. It's just going to be a party out there. It's like
Merlin
scuba
app.
diving above water. It's true.
That sounds awesome.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Just pretend like you're in water that you can breathe in. You know, it's freaking awesome. And there's no sharks. There might be some bears that you gotta, but you got all them dogs. Bears not gonna come after you, and you got at least you gotta just at least be able to run faster than one of them dogs, and you'll be okay. So.
Actually, speaking of that, I did have an encounter with coyotes, or a den that out in the woods, and I did have a dog with me that was older and blind, and we did run away, and I was like, oh shit, that dog is I'd actually get
You
eaten.
left the dog?
The blind dog ran
I didn't
away.
mean to. No, she's blind, so she can't run very fast. It's
This evening on the Bend
so I was
channel.
like, come on, guys.
This evening on the Bend Channel 6 News, woman loses her dog walking business after sacrificing one of them to a coyote.
It was a blind golden retriever. The heart on that girl, I don't even know. Were you scared of the
The
coyote?
dog
I
didn't
felt
even
really
see
bad.
it coming.
I got spooked by the coyotes because we were pretty far out in the woods, and it sounded like a den, that we got really close to. So there was tons of them howling and stuff at the same time, and so I got spooked, and so I was like, all right, guys, we're too far. We need to turn around.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's just jog back, and then I was like, oh shit, she can't run, and so I had to go back and get her to leash her next to me.
How many dogs do you have with
But
you?
it was fine. So that was,
You had a pack of dogs with you, though.
yeah, I had 5. That's usually about how many I have.
I think you could take them. Coyotes you can take. Wolves, not so much. But a coyote, you can put it in its place.
Well, I'm glad that you called in. I think that Charlie gave you, finally, we found the advice for you. Just go above water scuba diving.
That's what's up.
AKA bird watching.
Took us a while to get there. We had to plug your business and find you your lover out there. So
I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Stephanie. And you stay safe out there and watch out for coyotes.
Yeah. Do watch out for them.
I will. I know. I keep my eyes out. So I'll get my binoculars out here the next time.
Yeah. Get those knocks out.
All right. Thanks for
All
calling
right.
in.
Well, thanks, guys, for the advice.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.
We got, so Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, one.
Yep.
I felt like I was intruding on your first date.
No, you were invited.
Okay.
You were invited.
Okay. Secondly, tell the people what on my honeymoon, what was I doing?
Oh, so Miles, it was really kind of cute. First day of his honeymoon, first 3, was he texting his wife? No, he was texting Charlie. And he said, hey, what kind of bird is this? And I was like, oh, yeah. I knew what kind of bird it was. It was one of them Hawaii cardinals. It's like a cardinal, a cardinal in a tuxedo. Red head, black vest on. And then the next day, he sent me another bird, which I believe I knew. On the third day, he sent a bird I did not know, but I identified it using the Merlin app, and also I have Miles tracking on his phone. I've got his location at all times on my phone, so I just combined those 2 sets of data.
And it got to the point on the honeymoon where I was texting Charlie the bird of the day.
Yeah, BOD.
The BOD.
The bod.
Bird of the day. You even got a bonus bird one day.
I did get a bonus bird.
And what was the bonus bird? Do you remember?
Oh, I'd have to go back and
It
look.
was a rooster.
Oh, the cock, yeah. And they got a lot of wild roosters running around in Hawaii. I believe they actually still, I don't know why. I don't know why they do, but there's a lot of cocks in on the Hawaiian Islands. A lot of roosters rocking around.
Yeah, that part I didn't love about Hawaii. Kind of cocky,
Yeah. Aunt's a lucky woman. Oh, gosh. Well, folks, that was another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. Thanks so much for hanging in there with us today. And Stephanie's single. And find yourself some binoculars. And, Miles.
Always tip your bartender.
Amen.
Love you guys.
Love you back.